The recording has started, so we will lie down. A nice gentle start. And all I want you to do is simply lie nice and long, actually. You can stretch out a little bit, but arms by your sides. Just feel grounded to start with. Feel the base of your ribs, wide shoulders, base of your pelvis on the mat. Relax a little bit. And then just draw your right leg, bend the knee, hold on to just below the knee and draw it into the body. Couple of breaths. And then stretch that leg away and draw the other leg in. Again, drawing it nice and close to the body. It might not go very far in to start with, but as we do more of these, you should get a little bit more movement. And then stretch away again, change legs. And you can use, I was going to say a little bit of force. I don't want to use that word, but a little bit of extra pressure, as long as you're not on the knee and you're just below the knee. And I feel quite a bit of tightness in the front of my hip area and the hip flexors, and this will help loosen it off quite considerably. And then change sides again. It's a lovely stretch. And it's also very good for the lower back as well. This time, as we stretch the leg away, take your arms out into a T and then hug yourself really, really tightly so you get some feeling of muscle movement in the upper arms. And then again, draw the knee into the body. Draw the shoulders back so they're nice and wide on the mat again. And with your long leg, engage your tummy muscles and then lift the leg, flex the foot, lower it down. And again. So point the foot to the ceiling, flex the foot, lower it to the floor. And one more, lift it to the ceiling, flex and lower. Extend the bent leg away from you, open the arms out into a T and give yourself a big, big hug. And again, it's nice, strong, strong hug, the biggest hug you can give yourself. I'm sure you deserve it. It's Tuesday after all. And then draw the other leg again into the body. Draw the shoulders back to the mat, tummy button to spine. Couple of breaths here. And then pointing the foot, the long leg, bring it up to the ceiling, flex, squeeze it down to the ground. And again, 2, and flex. That's it. And 1, and flex. Extend the legs away, arms out into a T. Give yourself a final hug. And then draw both knees in. And from here, we can just take our hands to the tops of our knees and do little circles of the pelvis. So both knees stay together and you're just stirring paint. Again, it's a lovely back release and a hip release. That's it. One more in this direction and then reverse the circle. And as you draw the knees to the chest, you can lift your bottom off the ground a little bit if you wish. It might come naturally. 3 more. 2. Final one. Keep your hands on your knees and we'll scissor. So we're going to send one knee away and one knee into the body and change. And change, and then do a little circle, opening the knees to the side and back round to scissor. So it's like you're pressing levers. And again, releasing off any tension in those hip flexors, just scissoring and circling round. Forward and back with the scissors, and then opening to the side and round. So reversing the direction each time. 2 scissors, and then you have a different knee into the body. That's it. One more. This time, keep your legs akimbo, very attractive. Feet down on the ground, and then a nice wide hip roll. So you can have hands behind your head, then one knee to the ground, then the second knee to the first leg's ankle, turning away, getting a lovely stretch. Nice deep breaths. Engage those tummy buttons to spine, draw the knees back to the ceiling and over to the other side. So really think about the first leg first, then the second knee to the first ankle, looking away, feeling a lovely stretch everywhere, hopefully. Tummy button to spine. And do one more on each side for me, nice and slowly. So drop that first knee down, second leg to the ankle. That's it, looking away. Couple of breaths and tummy button to spine. Draw the knees to the ceiling, final side, over the other way. That's it, lovely. Tummy button to spine, come back to the start. Feet flat on the floor, readjust yourself, knees up, shoulders nice and wide, arms down by your side, and we'll do our pelvic tilt. So breathing out, tummy button to spine. Feel the lower back imprinted on the mat as the pubic bone curls forward. Just hover the bottom a little bit and breathing in, relaxing back. And again, breathing out, curling the pubic bone towards you, hovering the bottom off ever so slightly, and then returning down to the ground. Keeping the shoulders nice and wide so you can feel it all on the mat as you curl up, breathing out a little bit higher, and returning back down. And breathing out, peeling off. This time, bring your arms up to the ceiling if your arms are okay and shoulders okay, arms overhead. So you come up to bra strap level, hold it there as you breathe in. As you breathe out, leave the arms overhead, peeling down, softening through the chest, piece by piece by piece. As your tailbone hits, arms to the ceiling, nodding the chin, tummy button to spine to slide into a curl up. Hovering the arms and then back again. So breathing out, peeling the pubic bone off, curling it towards your chest, peeling off, arms come up overhead. Breath in to hold. Breathing out, soften through the front of the body, sinking down into the mat, bringing the arms up to the ceiling as you nod the chin, curling forward. That's it, lovely. And continue, so you get a nice flowing movement between curling up with the pelvis onto just bra strap level, breath in to hold, breathe out, soften. And bringing the arms down as well. As soon as the tailbone hits, that's when you curl forward, sliding those ribs forward and keep going. You might need to readjust yourself. I found I've traveled down the mat. So feel free at any point to reset yourself up. That's it, lovely. Good, Mandy. That's it, Caroline. Very nice spine, Hilary. That's it, Hannah, really nice and smooth. Tummy button spine sliding forward, good. If you find you're cramping, you can bring your feet closer to your bottom because they will have shifted as you move. Very nice. And do one more set. Let's start together. So breathe out, peeling off. Arms come up to the ceiling overhead. Breathing in to hold. Breathing out, sinking through the body to place the upper back, middle back, lower back, unpeel, nod the chin, curling forward. So we're going into the 100. So either keep your feet down or bring them into tabletop, and you can extend them away if you wish. And we'll beat the arms from the armpits and breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out. In. And make sure you're nailing your tummy button to the spine. Hillary, I'd bend your knees in from what I can see, and curl up a little bit higher if you can. So you're hovering your arms off the floor. That's it, everyone. Good, Mandy. That's it, Hannah. That's it. Good. Nearly there, promise. And out, 3, 4, 5, last set. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then hug your knees in. Let's do that stirring paint, just in case any tension has crept into the lower back. I'm sure it hasn't. And then reverse the direction, but just in case. Good. And from there, nod the chin, send the shins away. See if you can just use a bit of momentum to bring yourself up to sitting. And you can just have your hands lightly on the back of your thighs. Sitting nice and tall, so you think a little bit of chest and heart up to the ceiling. We'll do our reverse curls. So start with hinging with a flat back, then you send your tailbone away by tucking in the tummy button, just keeping your hands lightly on your sides. Arms up overhead, circle round, nod the chin, curling back up again. So you can use your thighs for a little bit of momentum if you want. If it's not happening, just roll over onto your side to come back up to sitting. Really just work with your body tonight. So hinge back, send the tailbone away. Arms up overhead. Keep the abs engaged, tummy button to spine. Re-engage with your thighs to help you curl back forward. Sitting up nice and tall again, or rolling onto your side to sit, and continue. So I can watch what you're doing. That's it, Mandy. Lovely. Arms overhead for a lovely arm circle. And then make sure you nod the chin. Think tummy button to spine to slide the ribs forward, getting a little bit of bending forward. Come up to sitting, working over those bum cheeks. And hinge and send it back. Use your breath. I like to breathe out as I go back because that really engages my abs. That's it, Hillary. Lovely. Really nice and smooth, everyone. Good. That's looking great, Hannah. That's it, Caroline. Lovely. And we can all feel those bits of the back that don't want to curve or bend and really have to use our intention to work through them quite smoothly. So just a couple more, because it's such a good one. Really engages those abdominals deep into the body. Builds your little six pack. That's looking lovely. Good. Do one more set. And even when you're going back, everyone, think about the shoulders nice and wide. The more we tense and curl forward and hunch forward, the harder it is. So even though we are curving, think nice and wide with the shoulders to give yourself space to move. And finish lying down, actually. I'll be kind to you. And just draw the knees into the body. And then press the shins away, nodding the chin, curling up. Lift the feet so they're just slightly lower than the knees. And we'll do our single leg stretch. So staying in a curl up if we can. That's it. Good. And out, and out, and out, and out. And 10, and 9, and 8, and 7. Keep breathing. 6, and 5. Chest to knee, not knee to chest. 4, and 3. I think I'm making up the numbers. And stay up as you're curled up, sorry. Keep curling forward. And then extend the bent knee to the ceiling. Place the other foot down. Walk yourself down. And from here, we can do our leg circles. So 8 in each direction. And if you want both long legs or have a little bend in the knee, do feel free. Try and keep both bottom cheeks on the fill. So just make the circles as small as you need to keep control. Using your breath. Try and take any tension out of the shoulders. That's it. 8 in each direction and then change sides when you've done. And think about the long leg being really heavy in that hip joint. So you're really getting some movement and release through the ball and socket. That's it. Good. Everyone's working really hard to keep the body still, which is lovely. When you finish, just hug your knees in again so I can see who's done. And just do that stirring paint while we all catch up. Wonderful. And again from there, press the shins away, nod the chin, curling up, really nailing your tummy button into the mat beyond, keeping that ball shape, and we'll do our double leg stretch. So lifting the feet ever so slightly, extend the arms towards your head, extend the legs, and keep curled up as your knees bend. And breathing out to extend, breathing in to curl, breathing out, and breathing in. That's it. And you can change your breath if you want, have a little play around. So breathing in to extend away, breathing out to curl up a bit higher if you can. Oh, good work. Oh. That's it. Good. Lovely. Keeping curled up. One more. And on this last one, just curl up a little bit higher, holding behind your knees. Extend the legs away. Extend the arms away. Not quite teaser, but we'll come on to that later on. Then lower the legs down to the mat and lying back down again. Well done. Roll over onto your side, come to sitting. If I haven't killed you off. So find your sit bones. If you need to sit up on a block for a bit of height, please do. If you find it more comfortable to have knees bent, then please do. Otherwise, legs together, feet flexed, and we'll do our spine twist. So arms out to the side. You want to imagine you've got a rod across your shoulders and arms to keep them straight and up your back. And as you breathe in, you rotate the ribs. Breathe out, draw the tummy button into the body to come to center. Again, keeping the shoulders as relaxed as possible. Breathing out to center. Breathing in to rotate and breathing out to center. And you want to imagine that you're a little corkscrew. So every time you come to the center point, think tall and up to the ceiling. So you're lifting your heart. And have a little nosy at your feet. If you find that you've got one foot longer than the other when you're rotated, don't go so far because you want to keep those exactly the same. You're trying to get movement through the ribs without getting the hips and pelvis involved. So I've got a very good view. Brilliant, Mandy. Hillary, try and sit a little bit taller if you can. You're getting tired, so sinking back. Really re-engage the abs. Couple more. It's quite nasty. I know it's nasty, but it's so good. That's it, Hillary. Good. Lovely, Caroline. Good, Hannah. Relax the shoulders. Yes. Good, good, good. One more to each side. Yes, fantastic. Then give your legs a little shake if there's any tension crept in. I'm sure there is. And then separate them ever so slightly. And again, just adjust your position. If you want to have bent legs, sit up on something, please do. And we'll do a spine twist forward, spine twist, spine stretch forward. So again, flexed feet, shoulders down and wide, nodding the chin. Think drawing the tummy button in, sliding the arms across an imaginary table. So you're getting a two-way stretch, tummy button in through the body out the other side, fingers stretching for toes. And then again, sitting up nice and tall. That's it, breathing out, draw the tummy in, flexing the lower back forward. I get a lot of arch in the upper back, but not too much down here. And I'm really working to try and get that lumbar spine having a bit of movement. And you're trying to keep the arms at the same level that they start on. That's it. Good. And keep the shoulders nice and wide and relaxed. It's hard. That's it. But you know it's doing you good. Lovely. That's it, Hillary. Lovely. Good, Caroline. Do two more. That's it, Hannah. Everything through the abs. The abs are doing all the work. And then again, after your last one, just give those legs a little bit of a wiggle to release any tension through the fronts. Because we've got our saw coming up, because I have to do the three-point combination of the spine twist, the stretch forward, and then the saw. So legs nice and wide apart, probably to the edge of your mat, arms in line, palms facing, and we'll start standard. So rotate around, both bum cheeks stay on the mat, curl forward like you've just done on that spine stretch, reach for the little toe, curl back up and center, keeping the shoulders down, breathing in to rotate, breathe out, keep both bum cheeks down as you reach forward for the little toe, sitting tall and center. And again, breathing in, nodding the head, curling forward, restacking yourself up and center. And one more to the other side. Rotating around as you breathe in, breathe out, reach forward, both bum cheeks stay down, excellent, curling back up and centering, and we'll do slightly different arms. Breathing in to rotate, breathe out, reach the little toe. Breathe in, sit tall and take the back arm to the floor, circle the other arm out, so you're getting a little bit of back extension, so heart to the ceiling, before sort of hinging and curling forward to the little toe, up and back. Because we're going to need this movement a little bit later on. So we're getting some work through the shoulder joint. And you can press yourself forward with the back arm as well, if that helps. That's it, lovely. Good. Nice back extensions, everybody. Wonderful. Let's do 2 more to each side. Hopefully this feels rather lovely. Still working to keep both bum cheeks on the mat, even when you're reaching forward. And again, when you've finished your last one, just wiggle the legs and swing round so you're sitting with one leg bent in front and one leg bent up to the side if you can. If that doesn't work for you, find a different position that might. So we'll just do some, we will do some side bend mermaid. So side bending, sending the arm to the floor, and you can bend the elbow, arm overhead. So feeling a lovely stretch up that long side, coming back to spine to help bring you up. So just nice, simple side bends to start with. Getting work through the obliques and our serratus around the ribs. That's it. And one more. And from there, extend the legs ever so slightly, crossing the back leg over the front leg, ankles close together. So we're going into side plank. So we can either do it from forearms and staying, just coming up on our knees, or take the arm out to the side, shoulders down, squeezing the thighs together to come up, gluing strength from the armpit. So either way, you want to think up, up and up away from you, and underneath waist, drawing you up. That's it, Hannah, good. Yes, Hilary. Good, Mandy. That's it, Caroline, just keep to what works for you tonight. Good. So thinking nice, long, strong orange under armpits, squeezing the inner thighs, glue them together if you're coming up. Good. And there's a lot of bum squeeze as well. One more. And I'm just going to turn around because from there, I want you to send, oh no, I have to do it for you, sorry. Want to have, turn your body so you've got both arms on the floor, and we'll go into our plank. So this is all seamless flow movement. That's it. So again, you can do it on your forearms if it's too much. Mandy bum down a little bit. Yes, there, perfect. So we're just holding it And we are going to bend the knees and aim the bum for the heels, and then straighten the legs. So we're in a nice long line, and send the bum back. So again, we're releasing those hip flexors like we did in the very beginning warm up, just having to work a lot harder, get a sweat up. So bend the knees, Hilary, and send your bum backwards. That's it. So you're ideally hovering the knees off the ground as you go backwards, but you can put them down if it's too much. And again, you can still do this on the forearms if it's too much on the shoulders. You won't have quite so much movement. One more. Good. And then, yes, actually finish in a child pose, just to release and give your wrists a wriggle if you need to, because I then want you to work backwards. So come out onto your front, and you can do your side plank. So top leg crossed over the underneath leg. And squeezing the thighs together to come back up. And again, you can stay down on your forearms for whatever combination you want to do. So you can come up nice and long on the forearm, or just come onto your knees. Whatever version you're doing, you're thinking drawing up through that underneath waist, working really nice and hard. Using your breath, breathe out to come up, squeeze the legs together. Underneath waist is really drawing up. That's it, Caroline. Good, Hannah. That's beautiful. Top arm a bit more forward. Good. That's it. Lovely. Good. One more if you can. Brilliant. And then finish the one you're on. Come back to sitting, and we'll do our mermaid stretch the other side. So bring your other leg forward and the other leg behind you, arms out to the side. Find the mat and stretch it out. So lovely. Winding down again, still thinking, drawing the abs into the body though. We'll just take this time to wind down a little bit. Ready to ramp it up again, obviously. Two more. So yeah, hips and upper body strength, I think, is today. Final time. Coming up, sitting, and again, scoot your knees round. We'll work on our hands and knees, starting with our dog. So think about drawing the tummy into the body, back stays flat. Whatever your natural curve is, have that there, and that stays nice and stable. If you slide an arm and leg away and lift it up, so not too high, so you're arching forward, nice, low and long. And again, the changeover is the challenging point. Trying to keep the pelvis still, the body still, and really get some beautiful stretch. Imagine someone's pulling your arm and pulling your leg, whether it's on the floor or in the air. That's it. And again, this is such a good exercise for your back, as well as strength. That's it, drawing the tummy into the body at all points. Final time. If you need to sit back and release the wrists, we're going to stay here and do a couple more variations. So what I'd like you to do when you're back is extend right arm and right leg away, and then bring the right arm behind you as if we were doing an arrow. So the palm is to the ceiling, and from there we're just going to lift and lower a straight leg and the straight arm. So it's a nice little balance challenge. It's also working the hamstrings and the triceps a little bit. That's it, Mandy. Good. Good. Good, Hannah. Very stable. Good, good, good. Couple more. And then come back down and change sides. So extend the arm and leg away first. Re-engage tummy button to spine. Bring the arm behind you, palm to the ceiling. And then lift and lower the leg and the arm. Trying to keep the shoulder away from the ears. So nice and slow and controlled. That's it. Good, Hillary. Lovely, Mandy. Good. Oh, nice work, everyone. 2 more. Good. And then come back onto your hands and knees again if you need to. Just give those wrists a little wriggle. We have 1 more set to do, which is even more tricep work. So same thing. We'll start with right arm and left leg out. And then make a fist. Take the right arm behind you. And you've lifted a little bit higher. And then you're going to bend the knee and bend the elbow. So you're not moving your arm other than to bend at the elbow. And really think about straightening and lengthening the leg and the knee. So you're trying to keep the leg at the same height that it starts and the arm at the same height as it starts. Oh. For those of you who don't see what I see, Mandy's got a lovely cat tickling her armpit. That's it, good. Trying to keep the leg up. 1 more. And then put your knees down and hand down and change sides. So extend the arm and leg away first, make a fist. Take that left arm behind you. So the palm's facing into your body. I should have said that as well, just to double check. And then it's bend the elbow, bend the knee for a hamstring curl, keeping it up the same height that it started, stretching it away. I can't look at the camera and see what you're doing and do myself. So apologies for really bad form. That's it, Hannah, good. Lovely, Caroline. Well done, Hillary. Hillary, don't bring the elbow down to the mat. Keep it up behind you. And then you'll get the triceps working. That's it, perfect. Nice and slow, everyone. Keep it safe. 3 more. Brilliant. Then sit back, release the wrists, because they've taken a bit of a battering, but you need our wrist strength. So all of that's good, good work. And then if you have one, grab a nice cushion or pad, and we'll do our side work. And we'll start uncurling our bodies. So you want the pad, if you've got it, a bit further back so you've got somewhere to roll. Think about the underneath waist drawing up, underneath shoulder drawing away from the ears. Nice long arms, bending the knees up so they're about 90 degrees. And when you're ready to go, breathing in, taking the arm to the ceiling Breathing out, rotating at the ribs, keeping the knees together, keeping the pelvis stable. So only open as far as you can without putting any strain or twist. And after you've had a good couple of breaths, breathing out, tummy button to spine, bringing your ribs back round and your arm back round. And again, arm to the ceiling and rotate. Watch your arm go. It may or may not reach the floor. Mine goes nowhere near it. And breathing out to come back. That's it. Do one final one. So do 3 of these if I forget to say at any point. Good. And then extend the underneath arm away nice and long. Again, you can have your cushion in between your ear and that underneath leg. Both legs reaching away. Find that balance point. So you're on your hip, having to work hard through the abs, through the inner thigh squeeze to keep you upright, so to speak. And as you breathe out, lifting both legs, hovering the head, looking at the floor, and returning back down. So if you get any tension in the lower back, bring your legs ever so slightly further forward. And you can have a hand in front for balance or on the side of your body. So breathing out to lift, keeping those inner thighs glued together, nice and long. That's it. Lovely. If you find or if you think you're rolling back as you lift, try taking your hand behind you, so sort of bottom area. So then that will stop you rolling back. And of course, it's definitely not the most comfortable position, especially if you've got a dodgy hip. So apologies, Caroline. And do 2 more, nice and slow. Breathing out to lift. Breathing in to lower. Final time. And then lift that top leg to hip height. Give your hip a little bit of a press away so you've got some extra length. And then you're squeezing up the underneath leg and lowering it. So you're having to hold that top hip steady and really thinking intention in those inner thighs as you lift and lower. So we're trying to stay rock solid, tummy button drawing in. That's it. Lovely. So really thinking long, long leg away at the top. Lovely, Hilary. Good. That's it, Hannah. Mandy, that looks easy peasy. Good, Caroline. 1 more. And then we will just bring the underneath leg forward ever so slightly. Top leg to hip height. And we can do 2 kicks forward with a flexed foot. And if you want to have a little stretch out of the arm as the leg goes behind you. So still think tummy button to spine. If you're trying to keep your body as stable as it has been throughout the other exercises, and we're just getting some movement through the leg, through the hip joint for that top leg. That's it. Lovely. So kick forward, squeeze the bottom to take the leg behind you. Good. And if you're using your arms, keep the shoulders away from the ears. Think nice and long. Good, lovely. 1 more. And then finish by rolling over onto your back. And we will do some nice roll-ups. So arms overhead, flex the feet, arms to ceiling, nod the chin, tummy button to spine, curling up. and reaching over towards our toes. Sitting up nice and tall and then sending the tailbone away. That's it, so you can point your toes to roll back down again. Arms overhead. And when you're in the long position, try and keep your abs engaged so you're not arching your back. And to roll up, really flex your feet. Use those abdominals. If it doesn't want to work tonight, just roll over onto your side. Don't worry. Come up and focus on the rolling back like we did earlier. That's it. Looking very smooth. So the flexing the feet really gives a little bit of help. And hopefully we've definitely warmed the back up a bit to allow you to curl further forward. That's it, lovely and smooth, Hannah. Good, good, Hilary. Aim that lower back to the mat. This time, as you curl up, if you can, just lift one leg. And find a sort of little hover point at the top. Shoulders nice and wide. And walk yourself back down again. Leg down, arm overhead. Lift the other leg as you come up. Just to see how that feels. Placing it down as you roll back down again. Caroline, if you want to try, I know you can do it anyway, teaser, and everybody else wants to do teaser. Lift both legs and come into a nice boat position in yoga, whatever the right term for that is. And lengthening away. If it helps, give a bit of momentum. Suck your tummy button in and lift your heart. Or just work with one leg. Final time, nodding the chin. Rolling up or coming into teaser. That's it, lovely. Oh. And then just end up sitting nice and tall, long legs. We're going to circle the arms around behind us and either have hands facing out to the side or forward, squeezing the bum to come into our lovely back plank. Oh, how nice does that feel? Beautiful, Mandy. That's it, Hannah. Lovely, Caroline. Good, Hilary. Really squeeze the bum. That's it. And down again. Curl forward. Then windmill the arms back up and over. Again, fingers out to the side or facing forward. Squeeze the bottom. Make the bottom do the lifting. Nod the chin so you're not leaning too far back on your neck. Squeezing the bum like Billy O. Sitting back down. Windmill both arms forward for a lovely stretch again. Then just loosely slide back to the mat and roll over onto the side that you haven't worked. Starting with our wonderful chest opener. So I'm obviously going to do the same side, A, so I can see you, and B, because my earpiece will fall out. So palm on palm, shoulder over shoulder, knees bent up. And breathing in, take the arm to the ceiling. Breathing out, rotate. Have some nice deep breaths in at that open point. And then breathing out, re-engage your abdominals. Draw the ribs round, but bring the arm back to the starting point. And do 2 more. Hannah, just bend your knees up towards your chest a little bit more. That's it. So it's like you're sitting in an imaginary chair for this one. Really trying to disengage the upper body rotation from the lower body. It just stays put. It's looking lovely. So I think you've got one more to do. Really enjoy that open movement. I can't think of the right term, that opening. And then when you've finished, stretch your legs away. Underneath arm comes nice and long. Ready for our double leg lift. So same things apply. Find that nice balance point, hand in front or back or on your side. Breathing out, low, low hover. And breathing in to place yourself down. Really engage the whole underneath waist all the way through to that tummy button, drawing in. And if you think, squeezing the inner thighs together as well, keeping the underneath shoulders relaxed. That's it, nice, long, like good. Mandy, roll back ever so slightly, I think. Don't look at me like that, that's it. And don't hover your head up quite so high. Oh, sorry. Couple more. That's it, Hannah. Final one of these. And then lift the top leg to hip height, stretch it away, squeezing up with the underneath leg and lowering back down. So again, trying to keep any tension out of the shoulders, keeping the abs engaged, really stretching that top leg away. That's it, good, Hillary. That's it, Hannah, lovely. Oh, Mandy, I was just about to say it looks really nice. I was obviously giving you problems. It's a cramp, I know. Good. Two more. And then after your last one, underneath leg comes slightly further forward, lifting the top leg back to hip height, stretching it away, and then two kicks forward with a flexed foot and a squeeze the bum to take the leg behind. And you can use the arms for counterbalance, but really focus on keeping the body from moving too much. So we're nice, smooth. It's like our sort of warm up for the running where we're kicking forward. All good stuff. That's it. Couple more. Final one, two kicks forward. Squeeze the bum to take it behind you, lovely. Then legs together, roll over onto your back. We've got a beautiful little combo to finish with that's putting everything together that we've done so far tonight. So we're going to take our arms overhead and we're going to roll up. So arms to the ceiling, nodding the chin, curling up, curling forward. We're going to roll back, or if you want to, you can do your roll over, which is where you take your legs overhead like we did last week. And it's actually a little bit easier coming back down nice and slowly, nodding the chin, curling forward into your teaser. So you have a little bit of momentum. Yes, Mandy. Yes, perfect. Rolling it back down. Oh no, windmilling the arms down, taking the legs down into our little back plank. So I'll try and talk you through that again. So we curl forward first. Sit up and slide the bottom away from us so we roll back down. Arms overhead. So you can do your roll over at that point if you want to. Rolling back down or rolling up. Lifting the legs, coming into teaser. Windmill the arms behind you as your legs come down. squeezing the bum to come into that back plank. Sitting the bottom down. That's it, curling forward. Rolling back down or going with your rollover. Tummy button to spine just as far as your shoulders. Separating the legs if you want. Use your abdominals to bring yourself back down. Legs together. Coming into the teaser. Oh yes, Caroline, wonderful. Circle the arms round. Legs come down. Oh God, we're working hard. Squeeze the bottom. Pièce de résistance for the end of term. Sitting back down. Shall we do one final one? We're all in the rhythm. Curling forward. Lovely. Rolling back or going to your rollover. Nice flowing motion combination. Rolling down. As you roll down or roll up, nodding the chin. Coming into the teaser, lifting the heart. Beautiful, Mandy. Good. And everyone, brilliant. Legs down, arms, windmill round. Final back plank. Lifting up by squeezing the bottom. Beautiful, everyone. Well done. Sit the bum down. Give your wrists a little bit of love. Fantastic. Oh, let's stretch out then. Why not? So, as we're on hip releases, start by just bringing the sole of the foot towards the inner thigh of one long leg, if you can. And then reach forward towards or hold your toes of a long leg. So you want to think chest over the long knee. And just breathe here for a moment. We've done quite a bit through the hamstrings as well. Then release the foot if you're holding it. Bring the knee up to the ceiling, still close to your body, and just hug the arm into the body. And you can turn away from the knee. And just breathe. And then change arms so you can take the opposite arm and hug in and rotate the body and just give that long leg an extra bit of stretch. You want to point and flex the foot, whatever you wish to do. Shoulders away from the ears. Just breathe, breathe, breathe. Lovely. Then release that knee and change sides. So starting by bringing the sole of the foot towards the thigh. If you can't get up there, just have it down wherever is most comfortable. Because boy, I can never do lotus if I'm ever trying yoga. And then reach. And I certainly can't do tree. I have to have it on my calf. Stretching forward. We've done a lot of forward stretch in this class. Hopefully it felt nice, the warmer we got. And then sitting up, bring the knee back to the ceiling, same arm as knee, hug into the body and just rotate away from the knee. So again, any tension that's been in the hip flexors from the exercises, we will be loosening off by hugging the knee in, the same as we did at the start of the session. And then change arms, hug the knee in and across the body, rotate round. Shoulders nice and relaxed. Lovely. Then unpeel. Give yourself a little shake. Give yourself a little clap. And thank you so much. You've worked really, really hard. Again, I will turn the recording off.